I am Dr. Wilhelmina, and we're going to be talking about water today. Just water. So, the way I came up with my topic, let me just tell you that. Well, first of all, I'm sorry for being 2 minutes late. I'm not usually late for this, but I had my glasses off and I was messing around in here. So, back to the subject. I usually pick my subject based on sometimes things that are going on in my life, sometimes not. Sometimes I have other topics that come up on TV or something that make me think, oh, I should talk about that. But today, this is something I struggle with. So I thought, wow, let me bring this up so that others can see what I researched and found out. I mean, this is really good information today. So, what had happened was, I was noticing while I was traveling, I had fallen off of my collagen because it wasn't intentional. It was because I was traveling before I left for the other trip. I had traveled like a week before. And so I was running low on my collagen, which helps me have more of a glow, healthier skin, hair. It's just, I love it. But I was falling off. And so my shipment came while I was gone. So I noticed my skin was really dry. I was, the life in my skin was gone. So the other thing was, I knew that I wasn't drinking enough water. And, older um, folks like me, we may be on different medications. And so sometimes your skin is dry, your mouth is dry, and you just need to keep lubricating them all. And when you travel, you'll notice in some hotels, they'll give you free water, but they may not come and replenish it. Or the water will be like $4, $4.50 for a bottle of water, right? No one wants to pay that. You want to go out and get your own water. So typically I go and buy my own water, but I don't always. And so I noticed that, I see the effects of not having enough water because I already know that because I'm not a great water drinker, but I try to get it in because I know some of the benefits. But when I did my research for this, I found more benefits that I didn't know about. So that's what I'm going to tell you some more stuff today about that. So let's get started. I got to put these glasses on. Let me block my light a little. There. Let me see. What am I gonna? Give me a sec. I want to block this light because my glasses are beaming. There we go. Yay! It's a little darker now, but you can actually see my face better. Okay, so I'm going to go back and forth from my articles and tell you what I found. So, my main article I found was on health.harvard.edu. And in this article, they mentioned a 6 week plan for eating healthy. I'm sorry. 6 week plan for healthy eating. So, the article is actually called Staying Healthy: How Much Water Should You Drink? So, I'm going to tell you the benefits now. One, water has the job of carrying nutrients and oxygen to your cells. That's important. Also, flushing bacteria from your bladder. I don't know if you all ever noticed, but you can tell when um, you don't have enough water by your urine being dark. It may have a different smell. Um, you know, just like if you have asparagus, some people have that smell, right? So you can tell the smell of a urine that's if you're not getting enough water. Uh, Aiding with digestion, and that's one of the tips. I'm just going to give you this tip right up front because it's one of my tips for later. Um, when you eat, sitting down and having water only with your meal, for me, if I go out to eat, I have water only, or I bring only water into the house. Try not to bring alcoholic beverages or juice or all these things. I'll just go ahead and have water. That's my plan. That's how I get to drink water, because if I only have water available, I'm only going to drink water. I do have other things though at times. Um, it it also prevents constipation. You'll notice that you will go more often. It will even be softer if you drink your water, and it'll be smoother. It won't be a hard lump coming out when you go. And I said from the beginning that I experienced some of these things. I know what it's like to not drink enough water. So let's go back to the article. Also, this is something I learned. I didn't know this. I have high blood pressure, and I've had it for years, since about first diagnosed was in probably 92, maybe, and maybe 98. Anyway, long story short, I did not know about this normalizing blood pressure. So I'm going to go to a different article, which is on verywellhealth.com. And it's all about blood pressure and water intake. Did you know, other than water being good for you, did you know that you're encouraged to drink water throughout the day to stay properly hydrated? Okay, you knew that. But did you know helping it helps to lower blood pressure? Um, I had no idea. I had no idea that water had any effect on blood pressure. All these years, all the docs, all the meds, all the counseling, I never heard about that. And I've heard about having water for other issues like kidneys and things like that, but not blood pressure. So it's important to do that. It also assists with lubricating the body. And you know that probably. You may not recognize it, but there are areas that become dry when you don't have enough water. Might be your eyes, might be other areas. You know what I'm talking about. Um, so y'all can chime in anytime if you have a subject. I can see your chat. If you have information to add. Anyway, so back to lubricating your body. You want to drink your water for that, for all those areas. Reducing the risk of conditions like kidney stones, urinary tract infections. Now, if you ever had a urinary tract infection or you had a bladder infection, you know water is also involved in bringing those bacteria up out of your system. This is one I did not know. This last one here. It can also improve brain function. Did you know that? Help to improve brain function. Maybe that's why I'm so dang forgetful. So let's go back to my other article, the Harvard article, because I didn't finish. In the Harvard article, it talks about cushioning joints, which we just talked about, the lubricating of the joints, protecting organs and tissues, again, the kidneys, regulating body temperature. Drinking water will help regulate body temperature. And you kind of know that because when you're in the heat, you're outside. When we have hot days, it's always recommended, even on the news, they'll tell you drink plenty of water. So when you work out, you want to have water, right? That's a part of your staying hydrated, regulating body temperature and maintaining electrolyte balance. So that's like a sodium balance, right? Which could be dangerous now. Don't forget, it can be dangerous. You can drink too much water and become water toxic, but that's a lot of water. And for people that are on certain medications, you might feel like you can never drink enough water, right? But you can drink too much, right? So I'm going to go back to the other article, the very well, because there's a recommended amount of water to drink, and it's recommended that you drink 8 ounces. Wait, sorry, eight 8 ounce cups of water daily. But remember, some fruits and vegetables contain water, so you get water that way too. So for women, approximately 11 cups of water daily fluid intake. So um, also that includes your all of your beverages and your foods that contain water. Same with men. Same idea of the foods and beverages, have the water in them, but also for men, 15.5 cups. So keep in mind, keep that water coming. Don't become water toxic. Don't drink too much, but those are the recommendations for how much you should have. Okay. Oh, sorry, Verlene, I didn't see you. Hi, honey. You knew about this years ago? Oh, that's wonderful. I didn't know it all. Thank you, cuz, for contributing. And this one, what did you say? Yes, I talked about the skin in the beginning, but thank you for adding that, for reminding us about that also. I have a tip, another tip. So I gave you the one about having water only in your house. You can add other drinks, but mostly water because then you're going to go to water to drink. Also, when you're thirsty, I don't know if you notice, when you're really thirsty, when you need it, you become really thirsty. Drink the water. If you're feeling thirsty, you probably already got a little bit of dehydration. So get you some water. The other tip I have, this is something I found. There's always a product. I already mentioned the elixir, the collagen elixir, but I was noticing that my face was falling off. Literally, it was becoming the water, not having my collagen. I could see that I was just like, really drained and tired looking. So anyway, this is the other tip. This is the product today. This is I may have shown you before, I don't know. This is a Brita water bottle. So I've had it for quite some time since we had the water problems on base when I was living on base. The Brita water bottle has a filter in it, right? This thing in the middle is a filter. So my water that I drink comes from my fridge. The fridge has a brand new filter in it. I just put it in. And then I have backup filters to when it's time, I can fill them. So I put that water in here, and then I have a filter in the straw of this bottle. So what happens with that is when you drink up from the straw, the water that comes in is getting filtered to your mouth. So this is one way I get my water because water's free. I don't have to buy it. It's free. I don't have to go out and buy bottled water, put more plastic into the environment. I don't have to do all that. I can just use my fridge because it's filtered and get my free water. A lot of people won't drink directly out of the sink and or water fountains. So if that's the case, I don't know if I'd use it. If you got to do that, I don't know. I don't know. These days I'm funny about products. This works for me because I do know that I'm getting at least double filter on the water. This is probably enough, but I like the fact that I got a double filter going on. But anyway, this Brita bottle keeps me drinking as long as I feel it and keep it with me. I'll drink the water with the straw. It's something about that. Something about drinking from a straw. Um, so that is the duration of what I need to tell you today. Thank you for the comments, because if you found some benefit in this video, share it with others. And something's going on here. You like it? Yeah, I like it. Girl, I like it. It's just, it keeps me drinking. Make sure you I got my little like here. Like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. I'm seriously trying to build that hey Telvi, build that YouTube um, audience. Mine's pretty small. I don't stress it probably enough, but if you share, make sure you subscribe on YouTube, then you'll know when I'm going live because it is linked to this restream. I have something coming up really soon. I don't know that it will be next week, but I have a great session coming where I have a collaborator. I have several collaborators that have said they want to come on. So I'll start integrating them in and you'll get to see them. That will be really nice. What'd you say, Telvi? Water is good for you. Oh, okay. You do. The sea tap. Oh, you like the tap water at home? So see if you had yourself a little bottle. You could put the tap water in here and you'd make sure you're getting at least a filter on it. It'd be only one, right? Well, I don't know. Maybe the water. I don't know. I don't know how your water system is, but you love it. Does it taste good? Like fresh, clear? Are you still there, Telvi? She's in Tacoma, so her water is the water she's talking about. She loves the water. And I don't think you're in Tacoma. You're in closer to Puyallup, right? Oh, fresh and cold. Yep, yep, yep. So adding a filter would be good. Just making sure you're getting that filtered water. Um, but if you don't, still drinking it the way you are, I'm not a proponent of Brita. I'm just saying this is one of the things I use. And I make sure that when I sit down to eat, I drink water. Oh yeah, I have several. I have one that's going to do wellness, physical wellness. I have one that's into business, and she's gave me a lot of ideas for mine. Oh, in Midland, you're in Midland. Telvy's in Midland. I have another one that is going to talk about financial health, right? Because we know that stress comes with finance issues, right? And right now, we're all going through it, right? My money is less than it used to be, especially with the gas. Gas is so dang high. I'm so glad when I travel that my gas is reimbursed because that gas is so damn high. Sorry. And it's so high that I see it. Like I go to American Samoa the last trip and I thought the gas would be cheaper because things can be cheaper, right? Oh no, that gas was high. So I'm glad it's reimbursed. Anyway, yeah, Telvi, having including water with your meals, I like to just have water. Like sometimes I might have a beverage, an adult beverage, but most of the time I have water. That's how I get my water in, but I still don't get enough water. So I'm not saying that I have overcome this issue. I have not. And so I thought this was a good topic because it's something I struggle with. Um, Did I show that? No, I didn't. So anyway, yes, we got all this information on water. If you didn't see it all, go back to the beginning because there's so much to learn if you go out and research it. But you don't really have to research it because I gave you plenty of information at the beginning of this video. So yeah, so I said I had the financial person, I have the business person, I have the one that's going to talk about health. She's an expert. I mean, what I'm an expert on things that I know, right? And the things that I dealt with when I was a wellness coordinator, but she goes even deeper. So I'm looking forward to having her on here. And anyway, so I don't go over my 15 minutes. So I need to get off of here because I'm over my 15 now. I try not to. So you all, thank you for listening. Share it, subscribe on YouTube, and like. Love ya. Thank you, friends and family. Thank you, Verlene. You're always so supportive. You and Telvi both. I think I missed a comment here. No, it's there. Okay. All right. Have a beautiful day, y'all. And soon I'll have I think the first one up is the financial expert. And I'm going to talk about how stress and finances and all that. So you all have a beautiful day. Thanks for watching.